welcome to the second episode of Waking Up with Plants, where we will proceed our exploration around beginnings. So what stuck with me from last week was the sentence, beginnings we don't see coming. Because I felt the discernment about beginnings we consciously choose and are aware of, and then these beginnings that come in our lives and surprise us. So today I want to dive into that type of beginning and explore a little bit further. I don't know about you, but there can definitely be a difference to what I feel, what I'm ready for, and what life feels I'm apparently ready for, because it's coming into my life. And this seemed like the theme for today, the theme of readiness. And in the theme of readiness, I felt two things popping up the most strong. Readiness to receive new life in the middle of already running things, how to integrate that, and readiness for what's coming, the question of, am I ready? With this, I invited the plant to come and shed some light on these themes. And Peppermint came in very readily, very instantly. They were there. And their message came through in writing again, so I'm going to read it. And I'm very curious to hear what it awakened in you. The question I started with is how to find readiness for new beginnings. Many other plants will answer this question differently. Are you sure you want to hear mine? It's a bit like a cold splash of water in the face, like you can expect from a plant as fresh as me. I hold the quality of embracing the evolutionary edge, being on the verge of change, of something evolving. That's where my fragrance alivens. I love adventure. That's why you don't get rid of me so easily. I don't pull back from a challenge, I lean into it and follow the invigoration of renewal. So yes, as you might say, I was born ready. And you can be too. So you felt two main things when it comes to being ready for the new. The first being, does it fit in with all else that is going on? Here I spot a sense of separation, that what is coming into your life isn't related to what's already there. The thought of, and then there is this other thing happening. Nonsense, really. So ask yourself an opposite question instead. How is this new movement that is coming into my life linked to what I'm already traveling with? As Dandelion pointed out, there might be things that need letting go of because they hold no evolutionary movement anymore. And after that, ask yourself again, how are all these different movements in my life actually one coherent story? And take your time with this, because it can take time before this question starts to speak to you, and then it can take a while before it shows you all the layers of the answer. Look, nothing happens in contradiction with what's already there. If you let go of what isn't serving you and you find the coherence that is in the rest, you might understand my enthusiasm. There is a magical thrill in finding the correlation between the different parts of life. Of course, you need to be aware of what's alive in your life. And more than the obvious situations, I mean, what's in the air for you? What thought conversations are you walking with while you do your doing things? What does your inner landscape feel like? What atmosphere do you feel there? Are there themes, and even more powerful, are there questions you are walking with, maybe half-conscious, maybe unconscious? Questions that you're trying to figure out. because it is these questions that life is responding to. Questions are engines for evolution, and you are being answered. So beginnings always fit in perfectly with what's already happening, and your growth lies in finding out why, or better, feeling why. And the answer might not be rationally sound, but still true. As for your second question that you felt in relation to being ready, how do you feel ready to meet whatever knocks on your door? This is always the quest of the human. Can I do it? Am I able? Wonderful, because the only way to find out is by doing it. You don't like hearing this maybe, because it doesn't help with the unease of stepping into new territory that might ask a new responsibility. Let me help you with this suggestion. Try it backwards. Say, I can do it, and I am able. And see what that opens up in your system. It really works like typing it in a search engine. And then the system activates to go and find answers. Here the immense creative intelligence of life goes out to play. And know that if it can't find sufficient answers in you at that particular moment, meaning the electricity of the new movement is too strong for your cables, so to speak, it won't run through. Life will go and find answers in the bigger system surrounding you, and bring them to you if you want. So whenever you feel you want this, just ask. There is no shame in inviting and embracing support to meet your evolutionary edge. There you have it. That was what came through. So I'm gonna let that settle with a fresh cup of peppermint tea. And hopefully this was refreshing for you too. Until next time, and thank you for listening.